Well, it's late, but I still wanted to check in. I'm not going to stay long because it's late. I just wanted to do a couple of AKT confirmations. I am absolutely shocked. Let me get my candle. I want to light a couple candles. All right, thank you for the hearts, sweetheart. I love the hearts. I just want to go over a couple confirmations. Did y'all see who was that in Kentucky today? The man done shot. I was trying to find his name. I couldn't get his name. Man done shot with a police, and he was up there in the church service. So I don't know if they had church service going on this morning when this went on, or they took a recess. Hey, Gwen. And y'all seen that today? It was sometime this morning during church service. I think it was in Kentucky. This man done shot the police. I don't know if it was a sheriff. I tell you more, this is going to be happening. And then shot two women in the church. Did y'all see it? If somebody wants to, you can share the link. Yeah. And did you see? I only just saw this a couple of hours ago. I'm not sure if the women, the police is not dead, but he's hurt, I think, in the hospital. I don't know if it was more than one police shot or if the man is still alive, because I was trying to see what the name is. Well, they're going to give the name of the person that shot him. And most of all, did you all see that plane crash? That deadly plane crash, I think, was it in England? It was overseas. You said what I heard about it. A 77 and a 37-year-old lady got shot. The church, then he turned the gun on the policeman. Hi, everybody. Hey, Universal. Was this, they said they might have known each other. Was this personal? They said witness described the West Baltimore mass overdose scene. I keep seeing fire, even people caught on fire and flooding still. Is this hurricane tornado? That's what I'm wondering. And streets collapsing in different states that are really bad, like Atlanta, LA, maybe Philly, New York, wherever. Philly. What's going on in Philly? I just feel that real strong. Something going on. I know they already have some fire in California. I think this might be the type that happens every year. I just saw a mountain lion or bobcat or something, but it's something different about it in the past few years since Nipsey physically died. But why do I see someone running on fire? So I don't know if they were set on fire on purpose or they got caught in a fire and they're running, which is the last thing you should do. If you're on fire, you want to drop and roll on the ground and roll in dirt. You don't want to run. You're not going to make it because that air is just going to whip that goddamn shit up in your ass and just go, that's a bad idea. Drop and roll, please. Pray it doesn't have anybody that's listening to this. Why do I see this? More police standoffs. I think we just had an anniversary with Sandra Bland, which made me think about what I said with some civil rights issues coming up with police and black men. Lynching, beating, shooting. Those twin boys that were on that mountain, I still pick them up. They're in the atmosphere. Something is going on with them or something they're trying to say, along with the other young man that was murdered and wrapped up in the blanket in that, or the mat in that high school. He's not resting either, still wanting justice. They possibly could get it. It's just going to take a longer time. It was someone I saw. I have to research it because It was a he. He's saying he's a black man, but also Native American. He was connected to a tribe in that part of Georgia in the early 1900s, 1920s, 1930s. For some reason, he mentioned 1935, 1936. It was also 1920s. In that same area where that mountain was, they took that from black Indians. They took that from Cherokee, the natives, and have a history of killing black people and making it a no black sundown city. And he said this was a ritual that took place and they needed twins to do it. To stay in power and to dominate that area, they have to kill a certain amount of black people, and it has to be a certain amount of black males too. At a certain time, this must have been the year 225, which is the number 9, but I think this is it's going to be a bad idea doing it on the 9 year where things are revealed and told. And I believe that man that took pictures of them supposed to be an EMT person. He had something to do with it. They showed me a truck. Again, I saw this white man, tall, skinny, with tobacco, kind of brown teeth, with a shotgun rack in the truck. And it was people in cars and people connected to like rangers or law enforcement, as well as federal enforcement officials working on that mountain. He showed me there was a caravan of them. They were not alone on that mountain. They didn't shoot themselves. I don't know what this is, why they keep saying stuff like wanting me to say this, keep mentioning his mother again, the twins' mother, the twins' father, and the twins' father's wife, because I don't see their mothers married to their father's wife. Some chaos and conflict with them, with his father and the father's new wife, some kind of conflict with them and some type of separation or disagreement with them. So I wonder, are they arguing or having a problem because of the death of his twins, or maybe she didn't like the twins or didn't accept them. Maybe they already were having trouble, but they're definitely having it now, and the wife don't really want nothing to do with the twins' daddy or ain't in love with the twin daddy. Some shit going on with the twins' daddy and his new wife. They're separate from the mama, but the mama got her health issues and problems. This done set off a curse in them twins' family. Death might come up between the mother, the twins' mama, and the twin dad. It might die or end up having death in relationship, death in marriage, physical death and conflict and confusion behind this. That's a curse put on them to kill children and to take the blood and the organs it's missing. I'm seeing liver. You know what? I guess I don't want to get into this here. What going on in Philly, baby? You said Philly has been manic. What that mean? What going on up there? Okay, I think that airplane, it crashed at the airport. It was a small plane. I still don't know yet. Y'all know how many people were on that small plane? Let's see if I can find out. I think this happened Sunday, today. Plane crash. Was it England? England today. UK South End Airport crash sends plane into flames. I'm talking about it's gone. The way, that's how you see fire and black smoke. It happened so fast. Right now, they're saying they don't know what happened. The plane wasn't in the air that long. Said it crashed. That was 4 p.m. So now it's coming up as Monday. Well, yeah, we're into Monday. The South End Airport has shut until further notice after a small plane crash, sending a fireball into the sky. Essex Police and East of England ambulance services are responding to the incident at the airport, and a cordon is set to remain in place overnight. Flight tracking data suggests the plane was a Beech B200 Super King Air that was leaving the airport for Lelystad in the Netherlands, having arrived from Croatia early in the day. Witnesses John Johnson, who was at the airport with his children and wife, said he saw a big fireball after the plane crashed head first into the ground. But I'm not seeing how many people were on that plane. Wow. So pilot waved to children before aircraft crashed head first. Let me see if I can find out. See if it's saying right now. Wow. A lot of people saw it. I saw it. It was really, really, it was horrible. I'm just wondering, were children on that flight? Let me see. Passengers. See if it will tell us right now. South End is closed right now. It's not. How many died? Yeah, let me see. Do you all see it? Let me know if you see how many people. 5 minutes ago, London plane crash. Latest, South End airport shut. Flights canceled. This is the Independent. My mom passed 5 years ago. Let me see. It says closer, further notice. Do you all see it? How many people were on that plane? Okay, who was that? No, he said who was at the airport. He saw it. I guess they'll let us know soon. Wait a minute. Oh boy. Wait a minute. 11 hours ago, Yahoo News. Flight tracker shows moment South End plane crashed shortly after takeoff. If you all see something, let me know. Because I'm trying to see if it's possible that I can see how many people were on that plane. London South End. Do y'all see anything? I'm looking at several articles. It's not saying anything yet. Just it crashed quickly after takeoff. Continue reading. I'm just looking through here. It's not saying anything. The airport was a medical transport jet. Oh wow, okay. A Beechcraft B200 Super King Air. It equipped with systems designed for patient transport and en route to the Netherlands. So I wonder, was it on its way to pick someone up, a patient? Photos shared on social media showed the fire and thick black smoke rising from the crash site. The aircraft involved in the incident is said to be 12 meters long. There was a witness, so it took about 3 to 4 seconds. After taking off, it started to bank heavily to its left. Then within a few seconds of that happening, it more or less inverted and crashed just head first into the ground. They all waved back. Let me see. Johnson also recalled that before the crash, he and his family had waved at the pilot. So there was more than one pilot. They all waved back at us, he said, adding to the airport's fire service responded immediately with 2 fire engines. He said details about, that's why I'm not seeing it. Details about how many people were on board or where the plane was going have not yet been shared. Okay, so they don't want this released yet. That makes sense. Ooh, boy. I wanted to plane crash news 21 hours ago. Okay, that's something about Air India. Wait a minute, was there a crash near Atlanta today? Let me see. Because these crashes are going on all around the United States and internationally, which I said it would happen nationally. Good evening. And internationally. 4 killed in small plane crash on Atlanta highway. So this is happening here as well. Atlanta. I was looking through the comments today and I didn't see anything. It's like I come across these things on accident, but I know that this is not an accident when I hear these, especially when people like to say that I'm a liar and I make these things up. And, I have been saying this. Actually, I said this last month. The smaller ones we've been seeing a lot of smaller planes fall out of the sky, as well as the commercial planes. They've still been having problems since last month. I know that you all, okay, so nothing they said happened in Atlanta today. I know you all have been seeing this in the news. I saw it as recently as yesterday and the day before yesterday. I just want to thank you all that love me, support me, donate to help me continue to do what I do. And when I say something, you all start, this is all over international news and national news. I'm seeing the BBC, the Independent, the Sun, Indian Times. They're saying right now it's still closed. I'm just seeing all these. Okay, the Dutch company Zeus Aviation confirmed that its SUZ-1 flight had been involved in an accident at London Southend Airport. I wonder, when did this happen? I have to look at that plane to see what happened and what country that is. But basically, like I said, I'm not going to stay long. I just wanted to go over this. And then, oh my God, people have been sending me things about flooding in Texas. I think they still haven't found everyone, or some of the people found dead. The little girls, I don't know if you know it, but that camp is a camp that elite wealthy people send their children to, and that was a sacrifice. Those were not regular children. If you look it up, you'll see what I'm talking about. Those were elite people who had their children at that camp in Texas. And that was an occult type of ritual that is done. I don't know the last time it's been done. I didn't look that deeply into it, but I know that's what it was. You can look it up and tell me if I'm wrong. Those were not regular children, trailer park children that were at that camp. And some of them, yes, Sharon, I was the only one. I started saying this in 2019 when Nipsey came to my house after he was assassinated. I'm the first one to start saying. And I started saying, don't trust the Boeings and watch the Boeings. Because those were to be the main ones. And in 2019, when he physically died, was the first one I heard about. I wasn't looking at planes like that. He was very upset because it was the Ethiopian air crash. So Ethiopia 2019, I think the same month he was murdered. And it was a Boeing. There was a big lawsuit and there was a big payout, but these people lost their relatives. It was Ethiopia, and I think it was some Europeans. He was very bothered by what happened. And he told me to start warning everybody, and I've been warning everybody since 2019, even though people said I was crazy. All the things I said about Nipsey and Lauren London and Puffy and Cassie. Remember, I said these things about them, and people wanted to try to kill me. I got all kinds of filthy death threats and things said about me. And then now you can see we're 6 years later, we're in the middle of everything that I said this man told me, and I never backed down from it. So I'm the only one that started to say that about the planes and the Boeings. Yeah, I still can't find it. I think we'll hear it soon. I guess they're not releasing the occupants, the names of the pilots, and they're not releasing if there were any passengers. They're just saying it was headed to the Netherlands. It's a well-known jeweler's daughter or granddaughter died in that flood. Okay, yeah, they were elite people, and there's a reason for that. Those were like sacrifice. Those were offerings. Something else I was getting ready to say. I know y'all saw. Did y'all see Desiree Perez, the one that works with Rock Nation, that was a former drug dealer? They let her out. Her daughter interviewed with Tasha K and said she's suing her mother. And there was another video where Desiree Perez said that Rock Nation needed a $40 million infusion because that company wasn't doing well. This was like I saw like a week or two ago, but the interview with Tasha K was like a couple of days ago. So this confirms what I said and Nipsey said everybody involved in it would fall and be exposed as being involved in it, and that they were going down. Other people said their businesses were going down. And you see this. I think they're going to sentence, the judge is going to sentence Puffy in the fall, October? Let me see. I'm still trying to look. I'll do follow-ups. You said Olive Rockman. And they said they've been cheating. He's been cheating his employees, not paying them for years. And then Nicki Minaj just came out a couple of days ago and said Jay-Z owes her $200 million. He stole her money and ain't paid her yet. Y'all see that? Okay, let me see. Pilot. Okay, the pilot waved to some kids at the London airport moments before crashing. Whoa. The medical transport jet burst into flames after crashing. Okay, so he was waving at some children. But I'm wondering who else was on there. They said it was equipped with medical systems for transporting patients. Okay, they still won't tell. All right, well, I don't want to keep going over this. I'll see as it breaks what we hear. I just wanted to check in with that AKT confirmation about the police, people shooting them, and more of that's going to come out, riots, protests. You see, they've been rounding up, chasing people too, rounding them up, trying to deport them. I don't quite understand that. And do you all know that Trump said, and I know it's also a part of Elon Musk and bringing in robots, that they want to take people off Section 8 and welfare and make people go out there and replace the illegal immigrants working in the field with produce, and make people get out there. That's going back to that goddamn nigger cotton picking era. That shit is not going to work, baby. I don't know what the fuck wrong with them. But see, that's a way to bring in automated technology and to get rid of human labor. And so I guess he expecting goddamn old ass people on crutches and a wheelchair and shit to get out there and pick lettuce and fruit and vegetables and bag them. I mean, that shit is wild as fuck. You see what I'm saying? And so it's wow. I just cannot believe this. You said about the McDonald killing. I don't know. I don't probably didn't. What happened? What type of killing in Detroit? Um, this is basically, and then putting the tariffs on China and other countries. People are not going to be able to afford basic goods and services, necessities that we need. And I saw Coca-Cola plant just close some factories and laid off a lot of people in different states and saying they can't afford to mass produce the drink with the rising of pricing of aluminum cans. What I'm seeing, what the spirits told me, the elites have been told they got to fall back to save themselves and to pull back from the industrial revolution and bring in mass chaos, conflict, confusion, and bring in, try to provoke people to escape martial law and then create these prisons and cryo prisons for them and make a feudal system, a feudal slave system, either a rich or a poor, and drive people out of their properties because they're not going to be able to afford them, and they're going to replace them with non-human labor. And people that don't want to play that game or get out there that hot ass sun, or where he shouldn't have never made all these immigrants leave. It was just real fucked up. But it's a part of their plan to institute a system of robots. Get rid of human labor altogether and basically destroy regular human beings. Create a rich and a poor. Get rid of a middle class and create a feudal system where you have debt slaves mining the land, growing the fruit and the produce, but owning nothing. This is, Lord have mercy. I just, Well, what happened in Detroit? I don't know about a killing. This shit just too goddamn much. Lord have mercy. Killing. Let me see. Killing Detroit. McDonald's. Yeah, I saw that. I just didn't. It's so disgusting. This motherfucker sick as fuck. Stabbed that lady like that and said that the lady provoked her. Something you can look in her eyes and tell she not wrapped too goddamn tight. Okay, that's good, but I'm telling you, it was on the news. Some of the plants, they're getting ready to close. They're closing. It's a done deal. They said they're going to help some of the employees. They might give them some type of pay and help them get job assistance somewhere else. It's done. So it's some of them that have closed. And just like I think, I'm not sure Jeff Bezos at Amazon, they already have the computer. They might already have the computer workers there, the robot workers. But you're going to see them because that's the higher ups have already made that decision to handle themselves and protect themselves and stay a part of that elite system. It's nothing you're going to be able to do about it. A lot of people are going to be forced into poverty and bankruptcy, and it won't be anything you'll be able to do about it. Okay, well, I'm going to go because it's late. It's almost 1 o'clock in the morning where I am, and I like to do some confirmation.
You ain't never had that. You said you want. You ain't never had that. You said you want.
You ain't never had that. I have it on my
You said you were hot.
Facebook with my child and his little freezer cup thing. He never had a freezer cup. I'm sure he's had them from other people, but he didn't have one from me. He never had a orange juice freezer cup. And I gave my baby one of my orange juice freezer cups. He liked it. I put it on YouTube. I put it on Facebook and Instagram. He loved it. And I got me one right now. It's kind of chilling now. And I made the stronger version of the gold cream because I was so disappointed when I made it and put it on the young lady last week. It was just melting clear. You couldn't see it. So I made a stronger version of it and I put it on his arm because it didn't look feminine on his arm with his watch. And it just looks like liquid gold. And it was hot. He was a little bit warm. But with his temperature being high, it still didn't because I made another formula. A stronger formula. It looks just like liquid gold. I want to see women wearing it. I probably need to wear some and put it on my face. Make like a mask and take a picture. I know, Mama Bear. Thank you. I think all children love their mama's food. And I asked him to make. I'm so glad I have him here. I don't have to worry about the drama of people acting like, oh, you keep asking me to eat something. I don't want to eat it. It's too much. I'm full. I'm gaining weight. He doesn't gain weight because he's like me. I'm glad I'm getting strong enough to do it now. He likes to exercise. He likes to lift weight. So it turns into muscle. And he does a lot of cardio. Hi, Sharon. Hi, everybody in the chat. So I asked him to eat something. And then I put the roughage with like the salad, the broccoli like salad. And he's a really good eater. He used to be so mad at me when he was little because he didn't fit in and he was sick from asthma. So I had to watch his diet. I didn't let him eat pork chops, chitlins, none of that stuff. But he'd get to go to my grandmother's house and my half sister's house, and they would give him to him behind my back because he wanted it. Because you know how you always want something you can't have. And I had to have him a cleaner diet because he was always in and out of the hospital with asthma. And he's like, Mom, I resented. I was so mad at you because I had to eat that stuff all the time. I'm like, back then, I didn't know what to do. And I was giving you the medicine that was steroid and it was stunting his growth, having all the steroids. But now he's like, I thank you for that because I still have my teeth. And he's like, I'm healthier and I'm stronger. He doesn't have all the asthma anymore. And now the stuff he used to resent me for, he eats. He's like, I want some broccoli. Can I have cheese? I want grilled chicken. Can I have a big salad? And I'm like, I'm so glad that you're back to, I'm sorry you were sick, but baby, I did what I had to, and I made you a healthier, blander diet. And now he goes right back to it and eats it, but he never tried my slushy cup though. So I got to give my slushy cup today. So what does it mean when you're sleeping in your name? What do you mean you heard your name? Oh, it's exactly what you just said. There's a spirit fucking with you or somebody fucking with you in your sleep. They're doing some type of magic and you happen to wake up and hear it, which means you are a psychic. You have empathic gifts and abilities because everybody doesn't hear them. That be happening to me all the goddamn time. I'm like, what the fuck? Somebody just called me and it gets so fucking irritating. I know that, but you have to see, is it good or bad? Is it a spirit of somebody trying to get in touch with you to warn you, to protect you, to help you? Or is it someone either trying to call you to them? It could be a love spell. Somebody don't know how to tell you. So they're telling you in the spirit realm until they get the nerve to come towards you or run into you. Or it could be a jealous bitch. It depends on a jealous ass nigga that's trying to bind you or keep you from moving forward. It could be an ex. It could, you have to, I don't know the context of it. So I can't tell you. I don't know. I don't know the whole story. And you haven't come to me, probably to do a reading. So I don't know. Well, like I said, you're not telling me the whole story. I don't know what it is. We're in the chat. But you just said you know what it was. So why are you asking me? You just said, it was tied to someone's death. So there you go. Okay. Didn't need me to tell you the answer. You already know the answer. Okay. I'm hot. For some reason, I just broke out in a really hot sweat. You didn't have to ask me. You already know. You just said it was tied to a death. So you have to know then, or you have to decide if you know who that voice is and why they told you. And if this happens to you on a regular basis, whenever someone's going to leave your family, and who was this lady to you? Was she close to you? Was she trying to reach you? And what else did she want you to know? Or is this only happening to you when someone's going to physically die? They're going to cross over. Are you one of those where you might have jobs to help people when they cross? You have to listen and get in touch with your spirits to see why. You know what I'm saying? And what is your calling? Because if you can hear them, you have a particular calling, dear. And I think it's a beautiful calling, a beautiful gift. It just gets scary. It gets frustrating. You haven't been trained to do it, and it can be painful because you see or you hear people before they go, and you might not want them to go. So you're going to have to figure out what you're here to do. Well, no, everybody doesn't know their calling. Everybody doesn't remember, so I'm not going to agree with that because I didn't know. And I know why I didn't know, because I had a dirty ass, bitch ass, low life ass, cutthroat ass mother who wanted her daughters to be less than her and to suppress them and abuse them and stop our gifts from developing or hoping we would die before we found out who we were. So when you're in a karmic loop like that with your own birth mother, they will curse you so that you keep running into roadblocks and bad situations so you cannot find out and teach you not to trust yourself. So everybody doesn't automatically know why they are and who they are and why you in a fucked up karmic ass family. Hey, big old wizard. I don't know why you're thanking me, because you already know the answer. I didn't tell you anything. You already knew because you've been hearing them wake you up. But I'm just saying, does that ever get on your fucking nerves? Especially if you're being awake where you just getting your goddamn sucker wind and it's about 1, 2, or 3 o'clock in the morning. You just turning on your side or your back, I have like to talk, and then somebody, Lex, got this. They wait, I'm talking about they wait till the shit get good. I start fucking with you. Instead of hitting your ass like normal hours in the goddamn daytime when you wide awake, want to do that bullshit, come to your house and come in there and start fucking with you when you really turning over, mouth on slub coming out and shit. Don't be loud. Slub coming out and got them you turned over, leaning over, leg cocked up and shit. You feeling good as it just really gone. What the fuck? You said, am I astral if I see myself flying? Yeah, you're astral. If you're flying. Yeah, tap you on your shoulder. I mean, just disrespectful with this shit. Just cause they don't sleep no goddamn more. And they don't have to worry about no diet and eating and using the goddamn bathroom, going to sleep at a certain time, having energy. Want to come fuck with certain goddamn people. Yeah, but just control it and make sure your silver cord is connected to your navel. Your umbilical cord, so you can come back anytime it's danger. You hurry up and you follow that cord back. Because you know people will kill your ass or beat your damn ass in the astral. If they sense that you're not really good at it, you're kind of green at it, they'll lure you out and beat your damn ass out there. See, I don't go out too goddamn much to try to keep, because that's when I've gotten in trouble. When somebody was waiting to set my ass up or try to damn gang beat me and assault me out there, and I might wake up with a bruise or something. I'm like, how the fuck? Now, that wasn't there before I went to sleep. Yeah, stuff like that will happen, but you know what? It's all part of the game, though. It's all part of your training. You need someone to assist you, or if you don't have anybody, you need to just study a lot, because you're going to get into scuffles out there. And I think it's good to do to learn if nobody. Oh, I went through some really bad ones. I just learned not to be scared because it'll happen without you knowing. Somebody can snatch your ass out, and you like, what the fuck? What just happened? And then you in it, and you got to big fight and get back home, or you're not gonna make it. So I mean, I don't. You have a bruise. Okay, well, you got to start shielding so it don't happen, and you got to start doing your uncrossing whenever that happens because they leave psychic debris, or somebody dies and leaves psychic debris. You want to clean the house, and you want to clean your body and protection on your body. I didn't know. I mean, you all don't really ask me a lot about this stuff too often, but if you, I mean, a whole bunch of people talk about it, but if you want it from me, just donate and we'll talk about it more. I learned to love it, this world, because that's the real world. Um, you just want to get deeper into your psychic self defense. I woke up the other day and I had a bruise on my arm, and I know I didn't hit my arm in my sleep because I don't have anything to that I would hit it on besides pillows or something. It's nothing hard that I would hit it on in the bed, and they've been worse though. Or I hit like I used to hit it a lot when I'm awake, and I have to move stuff and watch it because people will do baneful magic on you too. They'll hexes, spells, and jinxes to try to fuck you up, awake and asleep. And they'll be in the house and you don't know. They could be standing right there looking at you or waiting. All I can say to you two is cover the mirrors in your bedroom. Um, you have to learn how to charge them because they'll be watching you and you don't know. And they'll come through it when you go to sleep, beat your ass, hit you, punch you and shit, and you don't feel it. Get you up out of the body and do it. When you get back in the body and you wake up and you're like, what the fuck just happened, because you feel like you didn't sleep. That's another show. I know from personal experience, but luckily I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I think maybe I need to write about these things since there's so many of you that like this kind of stuff. Find it fascinating. I think if it's who you are, you can run from it and bad things will happen to you. So at some point, you're going to have to learn to embrace it because you can't do anything about it. If that's what you were born as, eventually you're going to have to embrace it, or people will see you and you don't know they see you and think, I'm just going to church and I'm just calling the Lord, or, I'm not religious, I'm not going to get into it, and you think you're safe. And they'll see you and say, that's a natural witch, that's an empath, that's a psychic. And they're thinking they're going to just slide along and nobody sees them and they're not active. Okay, I'm going to sucker punch this bitch. Because they'll see your gifts and get mad because you got them. And get jealous because you got it, even though you don't want to. Hey, just though. Just cleanse your house, cleanse your body, cleanse yourself. Start to ground and anchor. You got to start putting protection on the outside and inside of the house because something's in there. Or somebody, it's not always bad. Someone could also be trying to reach you. Some extraterrestrial, some ancestor, some blood pact, or somebody could be fucking you up. When you're off and you feel that, so you have to do spell breaking and protection as well. It could be a whole coven of them. You have people that are so gifted, and even though you're harmless, they will go and get a whole group on you. I know about it. To try to take you out of your body and soul swap and take your gifts from you. So then they can be you. Yeah. So if you're feeling that something, don't just clean the door, baby. You got to clean the whole floor. You got to clean all the goddamn doors and all the windows, the four corners of your bed, and clean yourself. That's you clean the door, but how many other doors and windows you got? Oh, okay. I don't know, but I bet you got more than that one door, which is also a portal and mirrors. Don't think about children and animals, but anyway, You value this. Vinegar by itself, baby, is not going to do it if that's happening to you and you can hear the dead. Anyway, hit my cash out, make it clap, my PayPal or my Zelle. You want more of these conversations? We'll get into them. I don't mind getting into them. But one more thing I'll say before I go, you don't know who's following you. Everybody's born with gifts and everybody's born with spirits on them. Just some people are not as strong as others. Like you can see through the veil. You would be different than a regular person who says they get impressions or they might be psychic, but they don't see what you see. And you're clairaudient. You can hear. You can feel. So when it's like that, you don't know what other entities are present. And they may not be good. Okay. So, yes, so you know about the two big old wizards. Who are they and why are they there? Some of them won't fucking talk. I've had some in here and I'm asking you who you are and what you do, and they will try to fucking hide. And to think you don't see them, I mean, they keep you on your goddamn toes. I mean, some of them messy as hell, and you don't know who sent them. So a lot of times they won't tell you, or they'll lie. Tell you one thing, the motherfucker lying and be another goddamn name or entity. It's time to go to work. Well, it's unfortunately they'll enact war on you and you don't know it. And then you figure out, you remember every day is war. Because some of us are down here and we have a bounty. We have a warrant on us and they want to take your gifts and be you. Walk in your skin. Take you out of it and put it on like a coat. Like a mask on their face. And the past is close to me. Yeah, but you don't know who's on them and you don't know who else is there. But anyway, I love y'all. I'll talk to you soon.